traveled quite a bit, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, my life is always traveling. Am home based in Italy in the Dolomite Mountains, and then actually travel to Venice for work, to Murano Island. But I spend so much of my time pre-pandemic traveling all over the world for my art. I was just in Turkey doing a show with a museum there, and a glass conference where I was one of three selected women to be represented, and really all over the world, all over Europe and the United States. I crisscross the U.S. a couple times a year. So and I'm missing that, of course, but I'm so thankful to be here with you guys today, and actually did want to not forget to do a special thanks to Linda and Eric, and just feel so blessed to have had such a long 12-year relationship with you guys, and did want to also make sure and thank all of my collectors who continue to stay in contact here, hopefully watching on. Could not do this without you guys, so thank you for being a part of this as well.
We're happy to have you.
Well, let's give the audience a little taste of what it's like to work with glass, because your pieces are heavy. And, those that don't know, I mean, Alexis is in pretty good shape. And I always thought she worked out a lot, but it's the heavy glass she's working with. And, the glass is over 1,000 degrees, and you can't touch it with your hands. It's not like molding clay or something like that, right? So, why don't you give us an idea of that, Alexis?
Yeah, it is undescribably heavy and undescribably hot. And really, from the very first week that I worked with glass, the instructor turned his head, and I was getting 4 or 5 gathers out of the furnace, which is pretty unbelievable for a first week. Just wanted more glass. It's really in my nature to work in a large scale. I love the physicality and really the heat. So, not all glass is as physical as what I choose to do, but I really so much love the extreme physicality of it. My work ranges up to at least half my body weight, and not to be I cannot state enough how important my team is, because without them I could not do any of what I do. And I work with those largest pieces with a team of 8 assistants. So it's this incredible ballet of all of us together, and we're all at our absolute max. These are guys that have been working with glass for much longer than I've been alive, and just incredible master glass workers that are accustomed to these incredible weights. And we are all at our absolute max and beyond when we're creating some of my pieces. So it's really an incredible feat. And I do encourage all of you to check out a video I have in my booth page, because it gives you just a little bit more of an idea of that. Of course, you can't get an idea of the heat from that, but coming off your screen, but it'll definitely give you an idea of the incredible, seemingly choreographed nature of it, when indeed it is just everyone being so in tune with one another and the material. So check it out.
Yeah. I think you described it as a ballet when we were talking earlier, and it is. I would encourage the viewers to watch the video, because Alexis is working with one piece, and there's 3 or 4 other people, up to 8, preparing the next pieces to attach to other pieces, and it's pretty remarkable.
And so when you create a new piece, do you have an idea in your mind, or do you just have to go with the flow of what the glass is kind of giving you?
The answer to that is really both, because with any new work that I'm starting on, the piece really originates with the idea. And for me, that's the most important thing about my work is the concept and the idea that I'm trying to communicate to the world. And so each piece starts there, and then from there I go to the drawing board, literally, and draw out that work in actual size that it will be. So I have these huge rolls of paper where I'm drawing on a wall, and then after I get the drawing out, which is a challenge for me, then I have to go through the process in my mind of how that's actually going to work out technically in the hot shop, in the glass studio. Because once we're in the glass studio working with the glass, there's no second guessing or going back. If it doesn't work, even just the smallest movement, the piece doesn't have to actually break, but just a little slip and that piece is done. So, and you have to start over. So which brings me to the second part of your question. It is also a conversation with the glass, because although you may, I definitely have a very clear idea technically and mentally and visually what I'm going for, the glass is alive, and it acts differently every time. There's no way you can control the environment or the medium itself to a certainty. It's really this constant conversation and evolution between myself and the piece and my assistants. So
Right. And for those of you, well, some of you have probably been to Art Expo New York, and Alexis participates as an exhibitor every year, and usually by the second day I see red dot, red dot, red dot, red dot. I mean, you do very well at the show, and I'm very happy for you. And I know you're represented by many galleries around the world too, including galleries in Paris, Murano, St. Petersburg, Florida, Detroit, Santa Fe, and congratulations on all that. You built a great career. Hit the last
thank
one.
you. Yeah.
Is there anything else for the viewers to know?
Well, I want to say again, special thanks to you, Eric, and the whole Redwood Art Group. You guys, I've just enjoyed our relationship for 12 years now. We count this year, which it counts. That was 12th year, and we've just had an incredible run at it. And of course, my very dedicated collector base. I love meeting new collectors every year at Art Expo, but I also just want to say thank you to my longtime collectors that when I think you can't have enough, you keep coming back for more. So thank you to all of you, and I look forward to meeting some new people with this new, both from San Diego and this new way to really expand even a wider market and wider audience, because truly that is what my work is about. So when looking at my work, you can understand that each piece really involves the concept behind it, and that's what's most important to me. So thank you for being receptive to that, to everyone out there. Thank you, and thanks for tuning in.
And before we say goodbye to Alexis, we're going to go to Laura real quick. Laura, what do you have to report there?
Hey, we have a David and Arlene here watching, Alexis, and they are very excited to see you. And we've just got people from all over checking in as usual. Michael from North Florida, Stephen from Santa Fe. I just want to thank everybody on the chat, and keep it up and tell us where you're from and ask questions.
I'd like to say one more thing, if I can.
Is this your?
Oh.
Say hi. Say hi. My best work of art ever.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations. We haven't got to meet him yet, but you were pregnant last time we saw each other. So.
I am pregnant this time too.
Oh my,
gosh,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Six
You
months
heard it,
along,
folks, the scoop.
So
All right.
thank
So nice
Thank
to
you,
see you.
Thank you guys. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.